Hi, I'm Allison Trimble with Willfully Guided Horsemanship. I want to talk to you a little bit about a concept I call the point of contact. When we're training horses, we're training them using the principle of pressure and release. No matter what we're doing, whether we're moving them off our legs, taking a hold with our hands, collecting our horse, we're using pressure and release as the main training principle. So what this means is as I start training my horse, like this colt who has about 60 days on him, so say I'm training him to move off my leg, I'm going to agitate him until he moves, and then I'm going to release my leg and say, good boy. So that's how we start out with training. Where I see that this causes people problems down the road is that they sometimes become happy with just the fact that they're able to get their horse to accomplish something. For example, like if I'm drawing my horse into a backup, if I take a hold of him and he struggles a bunch in the beginning, but then at the end he stops really good, and that's my focus point is at the end, that's great. I do want him to accomplish that. But I think sometimes what people don't understand is what you're trying to achieve is a response that happens from when your horse goes to a natural position to when you take a hold of him. Actual softness and response time is gauged in what happens from when your horse is here to the point of contact, which is when you take a hold of them. So it's not that I can take this horse and bump on him and get him to finally come around here. The way that I'm going to be looking at my horse, the perception I'm going to have as of whether or not he's actually grasping when I'm training him, is what happens when I first make contact, when I first lay my leg on him. And so sometimes that just shift in perception or in the way you're thinking about something is what can help you have a horse that is a little bit more broke. For example, I see people who at home, are constantly bumping, handling their horse's face and tons of circles, and eventually can get their horse to set their head and go around nice. Well, for example, when I go out into a reining pattern, I'm only going to do 3 circles. It matters what happens the moment I go in and take a hold of my horse and ask for his face. I can't have to jimmy around with it for a long time. So when I'm at home in training, I'm extremely conscientious of what happens every time I make contact with a leg, hand, verbal cue with my horse. How is he responding? Then I'll escalate until he gets that, but I'm never going to lose track of what happens with that point of contact. If you have any questions about this or have any other questions, visit willfullyguided.com. And remember, enjoy your horses.